we always valued all the natural resources as the source of divinity. So we worship sun as a god, we worship wind as a god, and so is water. The whole country is driven by Make in India campaign, where we want to produce locally what we are consuming. Our biggest challenge was that we were over dependent on energy transition on other countries. What Avaada is trying to do is electron coming from solar or electron coming from wind. You build your own SLM model, and you have to start predicting your generation more accurately. So in India, the solar and wind is complementary in nature. So solar is coming from 6 in the morning to almost 6 in the evening. Wind generally starts from 3 in the evening till 2 in the morning and goes up to all the way to 6. So you have to add such significant capacity on pumped storage and battery. And that's where if your AI platform is good, you can actually make infirm power, which is solar and wind, into a firm dispatchable round the clock green power. And that's what a company like us will be able to provide from 2027. We have actually a single grid. You can give power at any point in India, and you can take out power at any point. So what it means is that I have best solar in deserts, and I have best wind in Maharashtra and Gujarat. So I can actually use the region appropriately and put a storage in the middle and can give round the clock green power. So this way actually it's also helping poverty alleviation. Energy is inversely proportional to poverty for our country, and what we are also benefiting is huge job creation because a lot of work is still happening manually. So manufacturing in solar alone has created 100,000 jobs in the last 2 years. Construction, another 500,000 job. So you look at it's a game changer. It's going to be $1 trillion market over a decade in solar, wind, battery, and pumped storage. So if you look at country like India, our biggest challenge is our currency depreciates by 3% because we buy a lot of oil and gas from Middle East and US. And the solution for that is very simple. We are blessed with abundance of sun and wind. We can generate round the clock green power at the most competitive price. And you take carbon dioxide from the cement plant, steel plant, actually mix the hydrogen and carbon dioxide and make into green methanol or e-methanol. And today Indian government, Indian Institute of Science is giving combustible engine technology for free for all the bus manufacturer and car manufacturer to move to e-methanol. So what is lacking today, I think worldwide, is IMO type of legislation. As you would have noticed, last 2 weeks back, IMO priced the carbon from 2028 at $350 and have now mandate in the shipping sector to have certain percentage of fuel, green fuel, starting 2028 onward. And that has suddenly started a huge demand for e-methanol, green methanol, as well as green ammonia. The carbon market worldwide is not priced well. If you price the carbon appropriately, green hydrogen is a very viable project. See, what investors should be looking at is the off-grid solar, wind, and battery setup. Now, the batteries cost have come 1/10 since in the last 15 years, and now it's very, very competitive. Now, off-grid solar, wind, and battery solution could be cheaper than conventional power, at least in our country. At many locations it is, and that would be the best solution for guzzling data centers, because you can take the optical fiber anywhere at a very competitive cost. The issue is on the grid infrastructure. Globally, grid needs almost $20 trillion investment. And unless every country starts making that investment now, the last decade was the decade of solar. The next 10 years should be the decade of grid, and grid needs huge strengthening and huge investment. So if I were investor, I would invest into the grid. I will invest into round the clock green power using solar, battery, and wind and pumped storage, which makes it very cost competitive.